Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 7 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Murray now on 1st down. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 22 carries, 125 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Thomas has got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The gun. Here's Murray. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The pass there complete to Sutton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, look at the juke. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, a give to Conner. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown! It's complete. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down. Here's Locke to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets past one man. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Here's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21 yards there on third down. They'll run on first down. Connor, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This is Connor running right. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Washington with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. K.J. Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right? And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke again. Out quickly to Jeudy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and 5 now. Locke, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Murray.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw it is Lock.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray to the right side and complete to Washington.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Connor looking for space.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On first and 10, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, it's Connor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked sacked at the 10. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Locke.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Watkins, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. There he goes inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Being chased out left. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Buying time to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Murray now. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. 2nd down and 5. Again, it's counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw. Murray.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Lock. Finding Sutton.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Lock. Able to find Judy.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lock to throw.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Lock.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now Murray. over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st down, it's Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First throw of overtime for Locke.
That's complete. Okuebuna.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From midfield, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Locke going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Decision to be made on fourth and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But fourth and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, that's where everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on ESPN.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Brady to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. From midfield, here's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Brady. He can't get away, and Brady will go down. Draymond Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be a quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Lock. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lock.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Brady now to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He's going to find Gallup here, complete.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
Now Brady. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 28-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, it's Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 2nd and 9. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brady.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Von Miller. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady to the right side, complete to Miller.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. It's complete to Williams. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. From the 39, Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Jamel Dean right there on the coverage. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady to Evans on the slant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now on first down. He's able to find Miller. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Lock.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From just shy of midfield, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 40 now on second down. Brady. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Lock going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got the first down inside the 10. That's caught.
Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Brady now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Brady again. Slant route to Miller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Brady.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards that time for number 14. Play action. Now it's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this one's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Locke. That's complete. Akuri Boulan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down, Williams. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Brady. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Miller on the catch over the middle. Oh, he's got a little... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A lot going to throw it here. This will be caught. Judy. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Broncos,